Good evening, friends. Welcome to this beautiful evening with the Global Women in Leadership Conversation Series. I'm Aparna G. Kumar, the Global Chairperson for Women Entrepreneurship and Empowerment of GCPIT and your host for the evening. Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. This is the theme for International Women's Day 2021. With competition becoming fiercer, businesses collapsing, ethics being compromised, and social media changing the rules of communication, what can a woman leader do? What would it take for women leaders to succeed in the new normal? To tell us more, we have a very special person with us today to share her experiences as a leader. She is an engineering graduate with a dual MBA. She sees herself as a visionary leader, and she has had the privilege of working with reputed organizations across diverse industries like pharma, manufacturing, FMCG, IT, and ITES during the 24 plus years of her professional career. She has led diverse teams of highly skilled professionals delivering IT services across the globe from Australia time zone to US time zone. She has supported in building IT strategy in line with business priorities, global IT delivery management, people and performance management, COEs, and practice setup, setting up a complete IT governance structure, including vendor contracts, SLA management. She has volunteered as part of Women in Leadership in various organizations. She has been part of various initiatives to enable women manage better work-life balance. She has been recognized for being a motivational woman leader in various capacities and various organizations. She has a personal interest in women and child development. What I really loved in Ritu's profile is that she has mentioned that she took time to tutor underprivileged men, women, and children, and she considers one special case as a personal achievement that she has helped the driver who dropped out of school due to family issues in class 8 study and complete his high school examination while she was working with her. He is now pursuing his part-time graduation, which will enable him to support his family better. He is now one of GCPIT's global women leaders. Let me proudly welcome Ms. Rita Singh to the show. Welcome, Rita.
Hi, Aparna. Thanks a lot for such a huge introduction.
Yeah. So, Ritu, you have 24 years of corporate experience, right? It's a
scary, right?
Right. So, can you please share with us where did all? Did it all start?
So it's been indeed a long journey. Sometimes I actually feel old, whenever I talk about 24 years. It's been off and on. I've been into the ITES side of the table, and I've also been on the consumer side. So I have consumed these IT services and I have delivered these as well. So I see myself like, when I am at this side of the table, I am able to understand what exactly is going on in the minds of those customers, so I do feel that that has been a huge advantage for me, which is why, those 24 years, they just passed off in a jiffy, I would say. I still feel like, yeah, I could have done some things more. I think I could have done a lot more. But yes, I've been in different companies. I've been with GSK, I've been with Eli Lilly, I've been with Novartis, I've been with Satyam in those, those big high days. I've been in those companies. I've been with Polaris, and then, with Coke. And with Coke, I was handling the IT governance, which was the first time in my life. And then right now I'm with Adani. So been on both sides of the table, done enough, but I still feel, it's still a long way to go.
Okay, so yeah, as you said, 24 years is a huge time, right? So, what is one of the most important messages that you would like to share to our women who would like to reach the top?
Yeah, so a message, or rather, I mean, what has worked for me in my life, in my career life, I would say it has been being flexible. So I've constantly, I've constantly tried to motivate myself to do something different, to do something new, being flexible about, taking whatever is coming your way and being open to different challenges, being open to doing newer things, innovating and keeping yourself motivated all in all. So basically, what anybody would say, the cliched term, getting out of your comfort zone, it's basically like challenging your inner self that yes, you can do a lot better, you can do a lot more. And I think being flexible, it really helps a lot in those, and it's worked a lot for me. It's worked well for me.
Right, right. And you said, yeah, keeping yourself motivated is very, very
Yeah.
important. So, how do you keep yourself motivated all the time? Because it's really
Uh,
difficult in this time, right?
it's not just me. So I am what I am because of the team that I have been with. So it's like it's very important for me, as I don't consider myself to be a leader for one. I do feel that I'm part of that particular team and I want to grow along with that team. So it's like, I keep learning things from my own team, and how is it that I can help them, motivate them, to mold them into those particular paths that would help them in their future. That keeps me motivated. So if I see somebody facing some challenge or not being able to communicate, not being able to be open about the challenge, that becomes a challenge for me. Then I'm like, let me do something which can actually help this particular kid to come out of his shell and be open, go to the next level and be happy about being able to achieve something. So that's what motivates me, and I think I keep motivating myself seeing those small challenges across the entire, I mean, every
Great,
day
like
I
something like mentoring, right? Something like
see.
mentoring.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Is there any importance of a mentor in your life?
So I believe that you should be able to ask shamelessly for help. And for me, I'm very lucky. I would say I've had really good industry veterans as mentors, and I don't mind saying it that they are the ones who have shaped my career. And today I believe I am what I am because of them. Even today. And I want to give it back to the team that I have led. So today, when I call my mentor and I ask him any question, I know he will never disconnect my call. I know he'll always be available for me as and when I need any kind of guidance in my career. I ensure that I'm giving it back to my team. That whenever my team needs me, whenever anybody in my life, whoever I have touched in my entire career, if that person needs any help or any support or any guidance, I try to do whatever best I can. So, it's like it's a cycle that I'm trying to create. I'm trying to create mentors in my own team as well, that, you grow and then you mentor the next level. So that's what it keeps you going, actually.
Right. So, yeah, I totally agree with you. And as you mentioned the touch, I would like to ask you about the human touch. So, you mentioned that you are a person who speak the language of people and technology. So, do you think human touch and technology should go hand in hand in a leader's success?
That is very very important. If people wanted technology, I think they would just go and talk to robots. So they need humans. They need that touch. And if you think that, um, see, my success today is going to be counted by the number of leaders that I have been able to create. So the next in line, whoever has worked with me, if they are able to be successful in whatever they are doing, if they achieve something, then it is like, yes, it is my success. The same way, my mentor keeps telling me this thing, that if it is your achievement, it is indirectly my achievement. I feel proud of it. So, I mean, I think the human touch is what actually motivates, and it keeps you from faltering. It keeps you going. It keeps you motivated. That's what I believe in,
Right.
definitely.
I was really impressed when I read the story in your profile that about
Yeah.
teaching the driver. So, who inspired you to have this human touch?
Okay, that was my first mentor that I had when I was with GSK. So the CIO there, he was my mentor, and that point in time, I was alone there in Mumbai, and not much to do and learning basically like first time managers and things and all. That time he used to motivate me to go and meet up with the old age people in the old age homes. So he said that you all that you're giving is your time, and that's all that they need. So it started with that. I saw that the old age people sitting there, and they just don't want anything else except for somebody to come and listen to you. That is the human touch that I realized, that they are missing because they don't have their kids staying with them. And I, being a youngster, I didn't have anything else, and I didn't have anything to lose. I would go and only gain from their experience, and I would be like, okay, what is it that I can do to give it back to the society? It's not just listening and learning. It's just I me myself then. So then there were a couple of aunties, uncles who I used to keep meeting there. They would be like, do something which the future generation can be thankful about. That's when I realized my mom is very, she's very keen about people studying. So my maidservant who used to come at my place at Allahabad, my mom was there at that point in time. So she would be like, "You bring your book, bring a notebook. I will teach you how to write." I was like, "That's like brilliant. Why can't I do the same thing?" So my driver, when I used to see, my God, he was what? He was a kid of what? 20 years, 21 years, 21-year old, I think. And he had his driving license, so he was a driver. And every time that you would talk to him, he was a brilliant guy, brilliant. And I was just thinking, if he had the correct resources with him, probably he would be a super student. So yeah, I just said, let me take the attempt. Let me make an attempt. If he's able to do something, yes, he is doing something.
That was really, really inspiring and really amazing. So giving back
Yes,
to
thank you.
society is something, I know when I interact with all the global leaders, that is what they say. Yeah, we are giving back to the society, and they are doing everything for free. So I really feel great. So appreciating people, saw that
Yes,
you're mentioning
yes.
a lot of people in your talks. So appreciating people, giving credit to the achievements. Do you think these are very important traits in a leader? And what are
So
the things you feel a leader
yes.
should have?
Oh, sorry, I'm cutting you off. I'm sorry.
No
Yes,
problem, no
please.
problem.
Okay. So basically, as I mentioned, this is like it's not just me. It's not my achievement. It is the team that's able to achieve whatever we are trying to do, right? So if I don't motivate my people, if I don't appreciate them for the commitment that they are showing, for the work that they are doing, extra hours that they are putting in, or even trying to live towards my dream and my growth, if I don't appreciate them and if I don't kind of grow along with them, I lose them in no time. I lose them and I will lose the that touch that I'm so passionate about. So for me, what is important is that if the team feels appreciated, yes, I feel I've done my job. If the team feels that yes, they want to come back tomorrow to office to do something new, to be motivated, to innovate, I've done my job. I'm good. I can retire from here then.
Yes, I totally agree with you. And as when you're talking about the team, so you may be having men in your team, right? Do you experience resistance when you are leading men?
Um, I used to at one point in time, and in fact, I think the resistance is like very very short lived. So what I've realized is that the more open conversations you're able to have, the more that the trust you're able to build with your team. Talk, communicate. The more you do it, the resistance goes off. It's just a matter of time, and then you have to be flexible about so if there is somebody who does not like a group conversation, you have to ensure that you give them that level of comfort. That's okay. We can talk one on one. If they want to be in your close knit team, and if you're not going on resisting that, then obviously they're not going to be happy. So resistance comes in like that. So being able to judge the person talk to the person, being able to realize what exactly is kind of holding that person back and why is the resistance coming in. um, I think I've been able to overcome most of the resistance because of that, and it's very short lived. I mean, I'm too talkative to have that resistance kind of a thing coming in between. I talk and I kind of remove that resistance.
Yeah, I can really feel that. I can really feel that. So, what advice would you like to give to the next generation of female leaders?
So, very, very important. Learn, unlearn, relearn. Be flexible. Be as flexible as you can, because uh, there is a path that is laid out for you, and you have your dreams. You will automatically reach your dream if you have that flexibility in you, and if you are ready to, change yourself, learn, unlearn, relearn. Just keep this mantra with you. I think that has worked pretty well with me. And I mean, that's the reason, that's how I've been able to, from IT service delivery, I've been able to come to IT governance. And tomorrow, if I get an opportunity to be again into the IT service delivery, I don't think that's going to be like, even a second that I'll think. I'm perfectly okay both ways. So, as much as I would love to be, maybe an IT governance professional or maybe a IT service delivery professional, I've kept that completely flexible. If I get an opportunity which actually helps me grow some people, maybe leave a kind of a message across for people, or leave something behind for others, I think I would take it up without any thought. I would just take it up.
Great, great. And how have you been managing your time all these years? Managing time is something really difficult for women, right? So how do
Um, I wouldn't say it's difficult for me, thankfully. Or I mean, I should not actually say this. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm single, so I don't have much of a dependency, that kind of a thing on me. But yes, that doesn't mean that females have to be single. I know females, ladies are literally, they are too good at multitasking. They're too good. For me, the multitasking stops and starts at my parents. I stay with my parents. I have some pets, and I have some pet birds, and that's about it. My multitasking starts and ends there. The rest of it, my focus is all my work. And yeah, unfortunately or fortunately, I am a workaholic. So it's like till late at night also. The balance is only like, if you're able to spend time with your parents, if you're able to spend time with kids, if you have them, with your spouse, if you're able to give them that time that they need, the attention that they need, I think things are done. But I mean, for me, I encourage my team to spend time with their spouses. I mean, very honestly, if it is somebody, if my team member comes and tells me that there's a marriage in my spouse's family and all, I would say just go. You don't need to worry about work. I'll take care of it. But you go and spend time there, because the family comes first. So the rest, everything can be managed. So, and especially during COVID time, people have realized that family is definitely the one that actually is your support system. So that's about it.
and you have mentioned that you try to be an inspiration to your team, right? So, how important is it to be an inspiration?
So walk the walk from my mentors. I have actually worked with very closely with my current mentor. He What he does is, and that's what I try to do. He will not just leave things on you and leave it that you can manage it yourself. No, he will actually sit with you, ensure that you've got the concept completely clear. He'll, if required, he will even walk you through step by step what is expected, and he'll ask you 10 times, are you okay with it? Can you manage it? If yes, then I'm leaving you to it. And then he will not poke his nose into it. So similarly, that's what I try to do. I mean, I would give that instructions, detailed instructions, and in parallel, I would ensure that the person is getting enough of confidence that instructions are clear. yes, I'm not feeling like a fool. I think I'll be able to do it. And if I am showing that confidence to that person, that is, you can do it. There's nothing, rocket science. You can do it. Person will automatically live up to his own expectation or beyond that as well. So it's just like, being a support system. That's what works for me and for my team. If I am walking the talk and if I am actually there for my team, that's all that they need. I've got a star team, not a team of stars. I've got a star team.
Amazing, amazing. I have a lot of questions for you too. It's really an inspiration. I have a lot of questions for you, but still, the time we have to.
Yes.
And so, my last two questions would be: how do you feel being awarded under the She Trades Global Leadership Awards and to be in the 100 women leaders list?
Um, it is overwhelming for sure because I think from a female leadership perspective, we don't have enough of platforms. And especially at a CXO -1 level, I don't think we have enough of platforms which actually give that kind of a visibility, or even the chance for a lady to come forward and talk and give that uh, even we have thoughts, even we have so many things that we have gone through experiences. We don't have those kind of forums, and I was so impressed, I was so happy when this GCPIT thing came up. I was like, man, this is the way to go. This is it. I would love to nominate so many other ladies who I have worked with, and I would want them to get this kind of a stage where they can also come and tell their experiences. It's just hats off to you guys. It's just hats off.
Thank you so much, thank you so much. And we are coming up with a virtual trade fair, as you know, called She Trades Global Mission.
Yes.
And what would be your message for She Trades Global Mission 2021?
My message would be way to go. Just go ahead. You guys are doing a fabulous job. It is indeed a platform which I will definitely never like to lose touch with. I would definitely love it if I'm part of this congregation going forward as well. Awesome job. Please keep on going with it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Ritu, for joining me in this conversation today. That was really, really inspiring. And I really enjoyed listening to you. And I'm sure our audience also
Thanks, Aparna.
learned a lot from this conversation. Wish you all the best for your.
You're
Thank
too
you.
sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, dear audience, for being with us till now. If you think you are an elite performer and looking for exponential leadership, visit us at gcpit.org.